You remember when you turned 45 or you're about to turn 45, got a little envelope in the mail that said AARP and you went, no, I'm not ready for this. But hey, it's a great thing. I know because I got mine 15, 16, 17 years ago. Kimberly Campbell, who's the state director for AARP. How are you? It's good to see you.
Doing well. Good to see you.
Yeah, I remember the day when I got that in there. But there are so many great benefits about being a member of AARP. And we like having you on the show to kind of tell people about some of the new things going on. I mean, it's not just about getting discounts at hotels or in cars, rentals, or things like that. There's so much more that AARP does for their members.
Absolutely. Well, we like to tell the members and the public that be happy when you get that card. Better to get the card than not.
True.
So just remember that. But AARP, we do a lot of things. We have a big arm. We do veterans outreach work. We do our healthcare work, our healthy living and healthy eating work, our community outreach, and a lot of advocacy. So that's kind of our bread and butter, the stuff that we do on Capitol Hill. Currently, one of our biggest initiatives is our Stop Prescription Greed campaign, where we're really asking Congress to kind of push back, find a solution to control the rising prescription drug costs. And so people, volunteers, and members have been very active with that campaign with us. And just recently, during the last recess, we hand delivered a little over 7,000 petitions of Mississippi constituencies saying, look, you need to do something. Right now in the state of Mississippi, we have people that are making decisions between, can I get groceries or do I get my prescription? Can I pay my light bill or do I halfway fill my prescriptions? And so that's a really big deal. But that's just a little bit of the stuff that we do on the national level. Local level, we do a lot of advocacy work. Broadband, I'm sure you all have heard about it. That was one of our big things that we did this year, was helping to bring broadband to the rural communities. Also on the national level, some of the stuff we're working with now would be dealing with rising student debt. And people would say, why would ARP care about that? Do you know why? Ask me why.
Why?
Because many of our demographic in that 50 and older, the parents are on those loans. They have paid, they have signed off as co-signers. And so they're concerned because now that is infringing sometimes on their retirement. That's giving them extra debt, when our wonderful sons and daughters have not launched yet.
Yeah, you could still be in your late 40s, 50s,
absolutely.
and have your own student loans that you're still trying to pay for.
No, look. By trade, I practiced law for a little over 17 years. I literally have a very close friend of mine who's a mentor who's almost 20 years older than me. So I won't say her name, but she's about 62, 63. And just recently she told me, she said, I am just now finishing my student loans. And this is a very successful person that I know has done really well, has been blessed to make really good salaries. And to hear her say at 63, she's just now paying off student loans was mind-blowing. And so that's something that's important to our demographic. I think sometimes the public, thinks about us in the past, thinks about us as just that core group that's 65 and older. And while that is our core, and of course we will always fight for things like Social Security and Medicaid and Medicare, really we start at 50 plus and their families. And so anything that's infringing or impacting the family, which a lot of times are those children and grandchildren, that's an area that AARP will play in as well.
Now, one of the big things, one of the things I look forward to every month when I get my magazine is, there are so many great tips. I mean, and when we talk about the AARP magazine, I mean, you're in great hands. I mean, you've got people on the cover like Ron Howard, Harrison Ford, Sally Field. I mean, some really great stars that are on there, and they're giving out hints or tips on living healthier lifestyle.
Absolutely.
That's a big thing that AARP is really working on right now is healthy living.
That's a big thing. One of our, I won't say campaigns as far as advocacy, but more of our outreach and in the community campaigns is what we call disrupt aging. And so the notion behind that is that we're living longer and we're living differently. So a 50-year-old today is not the same as a 50-year-old 20 years ago.
No.
A 50-year-old today is still very vibrant, still, really working. J-Lo, everyone still talks about J-Lo. J-Lo just turned 50.
Wow.
So we just sent her this big happy birthday from AARP, and we're going to have her in the magazine and
the
so
movie
forth.
that she's doing right now?
That's 50. So, you know, and really when you think about 65-year-olds today are not 65-year-olds of yesterday.
Well, I have a lot of people tell me I'm 63 and that I don't look like I'm 63 and I don't act
working
like
hard,
well, there
vibrant,
you go.
enjoying your life. And so, you know, we look at aging a lot differently now than we did then.
Yes.
You know, number one, our lifespan has increased. And because of that, you know, we want to say we don't want you to just get length of life, but we want you to live well. And so living well is where we fall into our work around healthy living, healthy lifestyles, healthy eating, and so forth.
And in Mississippi, unfortunately,
yes,
we were talking about this before we started taping.
Yes.
We have a tendency to not eat very healthy because as we were, Kimberly and I were both talking about we love family reunions.
We do.
Oh, they're great. They're great because everybody brings something, you know, and
true.
Usually it's not good for you, but it's that one time of the year that you can just let yourself go and enjoy it.
We're true Southerners. So
yes, we are.
We have to understand that we're true Southerners, and more than that, not only just Southerners, but we're true Mississippians. And so we do love that great Southern cooking. We love that great, for certain communities, that soul food. So we enjoy all of that stuff. But in there, we have to learn how to have stuff in moderation.
Yes.
So healthy living is comprised around, you know, being committed to exercising, even if it's just walking. Just walk 20 minutes a day. That's not a heavy lift. Just walk 20 minutes a day. We want you to have all your fruits and vegetables, but be committed to making those healthy choices little by little every day. Drinking more water, keeping up with all of your doctor's appointments, especially your preventative appointments. That's very important. And understand, you can have that soul cooking, that Southern cooking one Sunday, but don't have it again for maybe 3 months. have some salmon, some baked chicken. You know, we want you to be focused on your health and living well, to really embrace and enjoy your life.
And there's a lot of great things that you have that you recommend, from exercise to brain games.
Yes. Those crosswords, puzzles, really anything that keeps you very active, keeps the brain stimulated. You often hear sometimes when people say, when I retire, that's when it seems like I started getting ill. That's when my brain slowed down. So keep active, stay focused, come volunteer with us. We'll keep you busy, and that'll keep you healthy as well.
And there's no reason why, you know, you say you retire that you can't still remain active in a lot of those things.
Absolutely.
Actually, you'll have more time to do some of these activities.
And that's when, you know, those are our strongest volunteers, especially our advocacy volunteers, are those that have retired, and they're like, I'll be with you at the Capitol whenever you want me to be.
And I love the little thing here. Healthy living is important to AARP because it is important to our members.
Absolutely. And their families.
Yes.
Yes, very much so.
Definitely so. Thank you so much, Kimberly Campbell from the State Office of AARP. Now, again, if you'd like some more information, there's the website is on your screen. Also, the telephone number, you can call them. And if you haven't got your little card in the mail, I'm sure they can hook you up for that. But AARP Mississippi, they're all about seniors and those fast approaching it.
Yes.
Thank you again, Kimberly.
Thank you for having me.
It's so good to see you. Thank you so much. I got to renew my card.
We'll take care of that.